So hey folks, and welcome to another Sunday series rides, and finally nice to be back in the series and get back on track with the channel and the videos. So today's ride, we're actually going to head north from Lancaster. We're going to go up to Bowness on Windermere via an alternate route. Now today's ride I've put into Calimoto, so if you want to find out the route, and if you look in the description below, there is a link and instructions, and basically what you have to do is download the Calimoto app. From there you need to leave that app open and then go back in to the description, click the link, and then it will actually bring the ride into the Calimoto app, where you can actually ride the route, or you can save it as your own. So if you want to know about the route, head over to Calimoto, and that's what I'm using today for my my motorcycle route. I'm still testing this, and not 100% sure yet. This is the free version that I'm using, which is perfectly okay, but on the paid for version, which I think is a bit pricey unless you buy a year's subscription, and that's why I'm testing it out first to see if it is any good. And what that does is it gives you, when you plan a route, you can choose straight roads, bendy roads, or extra curvy roads, and you get all those kind of things to do. And even on a route that you're planning, you can actually go into it and say from point A to B, or 1 to 2 you can have extra twisty, from 2 to 3 you can have normal twisty, and 3 to 4 you could have straight if you wanted to. So it just depends on your area and what you want to do with it. But it's currently piped through my intercom into my helmet, so I can hear the turns. One thing I've noticed with it though, if you do come off route, it has a bit of a fit and tries to take you back to the route, which is not always a bad thing, but it won't then adjust the route to a new way like a normal sat-nav does. So you're meant to follow the route on it, which is, as I say, not a bad thing, because if you want to follow the route exactly that I've done, then just follow the Calimoto route that's on there. So that's a way of me putting the routes over to you, and getting you also, rather than just a map at the beginning of the video, by the way, which I will put up, but it actually gives you the full route, and you can pop that on and use that and follow it on your bike as well. So another lovely day. I've actually come out really early this morning, and it's only 16 degrees, but it's apparently going to get up to about 25 degrees today. So rather than come out midday and waste that up. I got up really early to come out. Obviously less traffic on the roads. There's not a cloud in the sky today, absolutely super blue, which is great for photography and videos and rides. And I'm just in a 40 limit and I'm obeying the law, kind of. 42. Somebody just flashed me a little while back, so the police could be out. I would imagine they are with radar guns today. So let's pop my cruise control on actually. There you go, 40. And now I'm heading along at 40 and no chance of going above it. So I'm happy to say, if you watch my other videos before, one before I think it was, I've now fixed my my cruise control, and that was all via a micro switch that was faulty on the brake side. So I'm using the new front-facing camera. As you can see just there, the Insta360, and I've got it on the brake reservoir, and I can use that for forward, side and facing towards me now. So when it's facing towards me like this, I actually really like it because it gives a super wide view. And as somebody said in the comments yesterday, I think it was, can't remember who it was, but you mentioned oh, it's good because you can see your riding style. And yeah, because it has a super wide view of me, you can actually see me on the bike as I'm going around the twisties and how I'm riding. So yeah, really happy with that. Best purchase I've had for a long time. So we're just coming through Carnforth now, and the route actually takes us up the A6 and up towards Gilpin Bridge, where I'll take the super sneaky way into the lakes that doesn't have the traffic, or is not that well known. I actually think one of my subscribers lives up that road, so I'll be passing by today. And into a 50 limit. So I don't use cruise control that often, although it is handy when the roads are empty like this and there's a speed limit and a threat of speed traps here and there, just to set it, and then basically hands free. So riding along, no hands. Okay, maybe it's not safe, but just to show you, when you come into an area roundabout, you just flick the brake and then it cancels it out. I think every bike should have it. So we're just coming through Millthorpe now. If you are heading this way, and coming through just past the paper mill at Beetham there, it used to be a 50 mile an hour speed limit through there, and I noticed this morning it's changed to 30 all the way through until you get to the other side of the paper mill there, and then it's back to 50 on national speed limit before you get to Millthorpe. So just a heads up, no 50 now, and it's a 30. So I would presume they've had some incidents with the paper mill there, with people pulling out. So a little bit of wind out today. I noticed in the night last night it was really windy. Thankfully it's dropped off for this morning. I got my backpack on, my Krieger backpack. I think it's an R20, 20 litres, and if you can see just here the way it fits onto your body, and the strap system actually kind of takes the weight off your back onto the front, and yeah, it's a really nice comfy, so it's a really nice comfy backpack. And I noticed Krieger are making some new style ones now, So I think they're doing a smaller capacity, like 9 litres, and also you can have a fluid reservoir in there that basically a pipe comes over your shoulder, and you can get some liquid inside you as you're going along on the bike. Just have it fed into the helmet, and basically just bite down on the end and it gives you water. So that's a good little gadget, and no, I'm not going to buy one because I already have one. But yeah, I love my my Krieger backpack, and when I've not got my top box on, which I'm only going to use now I think for touring, because I can get everything in my backpack. So I've got my drone in here, I've got some breakfast as well this morning, obviously with cafes being closed and things, and also I've got some cameras and bits and bobs in there too. So we're just at Levens Hall now, and we're just going to head on the A590 just around the corner here. We're going to head for about a mile and then turn off the A590 onto a road which I'll tell you when we get to it, but it's basically Gilpin Bridge it's signposted for. I'm going to head left here. Little tip, go across those white lines, because if you go on the proper route over that corner, it's really bumpy. There's a big pothole. So we're in the Lake District now, South Lakes, and just need to get onto the main road and get past these two. So the valley you can see to my right, just over there, that's where we're going to head up to Bowness on Windermere, and we'll have a bit of breakfast once we get there. So we're going to be heading on the 5074, signposted there. Get in the right lane and just turn right here. You got a little pub just here, the Gilpin Bridge Inn, I think it's called. Nice little pub when it's open. Just be careful here coming across the dual carriageway. There's an awful lot of accidents every year. And then Gilpin Bridge Inn just here, and then there's a left turn just before the Humpback Bridge, and it's the A5074 towards Bowness and Windermere. Now this is a road that is one of my faves, and you may have seen it in another video way back, but this is absolutely the best way to get into the Lake District on any motorbike. Stunning scenery, just beautiful area. And this will take you all the back roads right the way into Bowness. Now just a bit of warning as well on this road. From the 10th to the 12th of June they're going to be resurfacing some of it, actually only just along the straight section that we've just come across. So the first 3 miles when you come on from the Gilpin Bridge, they're going to resurface that bit. So once you get to here, I think you'll be okay here, but normally when they resurface roads up this way, it's with stone chippings and tar on the road. So the horrible stuff that we all hate, but the rest of it is fine. So 10th to the 12th of June resurfacing, and just keep clear following 2 weeks in June. So by the 3rd week of June, maybe the 4th week, towards the end of June, it should be okay, and the stones should have cleared off the road by then. But like I say, it is only the first 3 miles, and the rest of it, which is the twisties, as you can see here, is the best bits. So we're just passing the Live Valley Hotel, another one that's shut down. Makes me wonder how these people are going to restart, and I think from the middle of June they're allowed to. This road is like, I don't know if it's picking up off camera, but it's like a roller coaster with epic corners. Just a real pleasure to ride. The only one bad corner you've got to worry about is further up the road, and that's a 90 left. And it's on a junction as well from your right, so I'll point that out when I get to it. Yeah, but I'm just sitting at 50 miles an hour, just sweeping around these bends. It's a lovely route, and such a lovely day to do it. And benefit being that it's early morning, there's no traffic on the roads. Even in a normal situation without the virus, if you're up here early, it's great. But one thing I found with this road, it's not well known or not known by tourists really, so you'll never have heaps of traffic on this road at all. It's funny seeing the sheep in the fields there, and the lambs that are not really lambs or little anymore, and we've kind of missed it. While we've been stuck in the house, all the lambs have been born and bouncing about, and now they're all grown up. Okay, so here's this corner, so you can go right to Crosswaite and Kendal, and literally is a 90 left. So just be careful if you're coming a little bit sharpish up to there. And then we've got not a full 90 right, but a corner here, another tightish one, like so. And then the road gets a little bit more twisty. Just got to be careful. There was a little bit of little gravel patch on the road just there on the corner. We're just coming past the Damson Dean Hotel and Leisure Centre on my right. Another great place when it's open. And if you are up this way, some good campsites up here as well. If you're staying over, if you're doing it for a weekend. Now I did mention in a previous video, like two videos ago, that if you're coming up this way from down south or from north or wherever, and you're planning to do the lakes, then I would allocate potentially 3 days. I would do a couple of days in the lakes, and then I would do a day travelling through the Trough of Bowland and all around that area. So all of those two areas of the Lake District and Trough of Bowland are really great motorcycling areas. Some great routes. Okay, so we're just coming into the Bowness area now, and you can either go left just here, which will take you down to the main road going into Bowness, or you can carry on just down this little road, and it'll bring you out in Bowness town, which is what we're going to do. And then we're going to head left and down to the Glebe, which is the area where the marina is and the boats, and that's where we're going to pull up and have a stop, a break, and I'll get my breakfast out of my backpack, have a drink, and we'll get some nice pictures. Now, one thing I noticed with the Calimoto app, you can add pictures into there on the route as well, and I haven't quite fathomed out where you can add the pictures to, or if it's only at the waypoints, but we'll see, and we'll have a go at that today. Like I say, it's an all new app that I'm trying to get used to and just work out whether it's any good and worth having. But the other app that I've actually got running in the background is one called Relive, and that gives a three-dimensional animation of the trip, and I'll have also put that on at the beginning of the video, just so you can see the route. Wow, it's hard to see all the shops closed, and this normally here at the dock would be absolutely ram-packed with tourists, even at this time in the morning. So we're just going to do a right now where it says car park. Wow, this is like a ghost town compared to what it normally is. Amazing, you can't even park a car along here on the left normally, and just here it's closed, but the old Pump House coffee shop is where I park and go down by. It's where these swans are, just here, where the rent-a-boat place is. Beautiful area. So you've got Bowness Bay Marina, boat hire place just there, and these little boats you can hire per the hour or 2 hours, I think it is. Get out to the islands. Hello, swan. It's amazing about all the wildlife, thinking, where's all the people? They're not feeding me. So it doesn't get any better than this, does it? What a place for breakfast. Absolutely stunning. Like I say, normally it's packed full of tourists around here, but not today.
Down to the ground, you're dragging me. It's constantly. No, I won't make a sound. I love the pain. It sets me free. It's wrong, I can't think right. I love the bird below you, telling myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't think right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I had myself for you. On the ground, I know the truth. I know the truth. I'm shaking now, 'cause you say those things, then shut me out. Got no clue what you have found. I'm a rose in thorns, but you cut me down.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was an enjoyable breakfast.